Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of the Azure Knowledge as a Screencast. Today's topic, web application and the deployment slots. We will create a new web application in the Azure and deploy it from the Visual Studio. Also, for our web application, we will create a new staging slot and see the functionality of swapping, manage traffic and auto swapping. Few words, what are the deployment slots? Deployment slots are like placeholders inside our web application when we can deploy our code and easily swap between slots. So for example, we can deploy code to staging slot, test it and then swap it to production. Every deployment slot have a different URL. Okay, first what we need is to create a new web application, so let's do that. And we need to fill all the required data. We need to wait for the deployment. Deployment succeeded, so let's go to our application. And before deploying code there, let's create a new deployment slot. Let's clone settings from our production slot and call our slot staging. Right now, as you can see, we have two slots, one production slot and the second one staging slot. Okay, right now let's deploy some code there. I will create a very simple .NET Core application for that. And let's connect our application to Azure. To do that, let's go to the Publish section and I will choose the existing app service from my subscription. As you can see, it was very fast, but I also need to connect my staging slots for that. To do that, I will choose different option. I will go directly to the Azure. And here is the button Get Published Profile. Let's hit it and it will download all data needed to import new profile directly to Visual Studio. Let's move back to the Visual Studio, hit the New Profile button, and as you can see, there's a button Import Profile. And all I need is to select this file, download it, and that's all. For the production slot, let's deploy only content with the word production. Let's select the production slot, hit the publish button. And for the staging slot, let's deploy word staging. Okay, after the deployment, let's check both sides, are they working correctly. Production slot, word production. Staging slot, also working with the word staging. Okay, right now let's swap our slots. Microsoft is saying that swapping between slots causes zero downtime. Let's check that. I created a very simple console application to ping our site. Let's copy our address, paste it, and as you can see, it's working correctly. Right now the word production is on our production slot, so let's swap it. And let's see the results of swapping. As you can see, it's working correctly. We didn't have any problems, but the results is different. Another cool feature is to manage traffic of our slots. As you can see right now, the production slots have 100% of traffic. Let's change it to 50 and 50. Save. As you can see, managed traffic did some problems. We have some 503's error. So deployment slots may cause some problems with that, but after a few seconds, as you can see, managed traffic works correctly. Another cool feature of deployment slots is the possibility to auto swap just after the deployment. So we will deploy something to the staging slots, and after warming up the application, it will be automatically swapped to production. Why we should do that? Let's imagine the scenario when we are deploying directly to the production slots. It may cause some errors because application is not warmed up yet, it's not started. So let's do this scenario. So let's deploy this to the production slot. And let's check our pinger, what would happen. As you can see, we have a lot of 503 errors because the application is not started yet. And after the deployment is finished and the application is started, we have a new content. To manage this problem, we need to start the auto swapping. Let's go to the Azure, to our staging slot, to the application settings, and here we have the options to auto swap, and we will choose the production slot. Hit the save button, and let's deploy something to the staging slot. Deployment is done, so let's wait for the auto swapping. It can take about 15-20 seconds to swap the content, but it shouldn't generate any errors. As you can see, no 503 errors, content is changed. Thank you for watching, see you next time.